Most people, they fail at business not because it's impossible. They fail because nobody ever gave them the game. They never gave them the blueprint. So when this episode right here, I'm giving you the blueprint. I'm going to give it to you step by step, plain English, no gatekeeping, on how to start a home healthcare agency in 2025 and 2026. Let's get into it. All right, the first thing that you need is a real business, not a hustle, a real business. So step one, you need to pick your business name, something professional, something that you can, put on a business card, a website, a contract, and not be embarrassed. This is healthcare that you're dealing with. So you're dealing with families, seniors, disabled adults. So your name matters. Step two, you need to incorporate with the Secretary of State. Most people, they just click random stuff and hope for the best. Do not do that. You need to set up a real entity. Most people, they start with an LLC, and some they later switch to an S Corp for tax reasons. The point is, you need to get it on record, get it official, get your paperwork together. If the state does not recognize you as a business, the money, it won't recognize you as a business either. So make sure you get that together. And once you have that together, once you incorporate it, the next step is get your EIN. That is your business social security number. And you can get that from the IRS. It's free, so don't pay nobody. You can do that in 5 minutes if you know what you're doing. Do not pay. Step 4, you need to open up a business bank account. Not a Cash App, not a Zelle, not a personal checking account. A real business checking account in your business name. And the moment that you do this, then you telling the universe, the state, and yourself that this is a real company. From now on, business money and personal money do not mix. If your money is mixed, your life will be too. Now we got to get into the real foundation. Policies and procedures. This is the part that everybody, they underestimate. Your policies and procedures are the heartbeat of your agency. This is what the state is looking at. This is what auditors are looking at. This is what Medicaid is looking at. This is also what protects you if something goes wrong. This is the heartbeat of your agencies. If your policies are sloppy, your business is going to be sloppy. In 2025, 2026, they tighter on compliance more than ever. They want to see client rights, client care standards, abuse and neglect reporting, incident reporting, medication policies. That's if you're dealing with medication. They want to see infection control. They want to see staff hiring standards, background checks, orientation and training, ongoing in-services, emergency preparedness, HIPAA and privacy, record retention. After that, you need your NPI number. That's your National Provider Identifier. This is what identifies you as a healthcare provider on a national level. You apply for this through NPPES. Again, if you know what you're doing, it's simple. But if you don't, it's going to look like a foreign language. Along with that, you need your taxonomy codes. Those codes tell the system exactly what type of service that you provide. If your taxonomy code is wrong, your money gets stuck and claims get denied. Approvals get delayed, and then you wonder why you're not getting paid. It's simply because the system does not know who you are on paper. So you need to get that. The next big piece, your state provider portal. Every state has its own one. North Carolina is called NC Tracks. Your state might call it something different, but it's the same idea. It's the same thing. All right. So this is where you are actually enrolled in as a provider so that you can bill Medicaid for certain programs. This is where most people, they tap out because the application process is long, it's detailed, and it's also unforgiving. They asking for everything. They going to ask you for your business information, ownership info, officers or managers, policies and procedures, required forms, disclosure statements, addresses, licensing if required, all kinds of details that you would not remember off the top of your head. So you need to take notes. All right. Now, if your documentation is not organized, this part will break you. But if your documentation if it's tight, then this part is simply just copy and paste. That's all that it is. You do not rise to the level of your dreams. You fall to the level of your paperwork in this business. Now let's talk about office. Your office. The state is not just approving your idea. They are approving your operation. So you need a real office location that can be a little modest space, but it needs to be professional and compliant. When the state comes for their visit, They gonna look for things like client file storage. It need to be locked and secure. Employee files needs to be organized and complete. Your policies and procedures need to be printed and accessible. Your emergency evacuation plan need to be posted. First aid kit need to be present. Your fire extinguisher need to be up to date. Basic office furniture, you need a desk, a chair, file cabinets, things of that nature. Depending on your state, they might ask for a few other things. They want to see that this is not just a mailing address, but that it's more so of a functional agency. If your office look like a side hustle, then the state, they gonna treat you as such, just like a side hustle. Now, once you got your paperwork in, your MPI set up, your taxonomy is correct, your provider application is submitted, and your office is ready, the state, they gonna review everything. They might send you some emails asking you for corrections, clarifications, or any extra documents, and you need to answer fast, answer correctly, and do not ignore these emails. Do not ignore them. Now, if you pass, they're going to review everything and they're going to say, okay, you're approved. And at that point, you officially, you have your own home healthcare agency. You in business. Now the game is going to change, because at that point, it's all about finding clients, hiring and training your staff, building relationships with hospitals, social workers, case managers, keeping your documentation tight and together, staying compliant with everything that your state throws at you. You have to stay compliant with that. And let me be real. I'm going to be real with you, 100% real. The money in this space is serious. People, they out here making money, more money in 1 month with their agency that they done made in 1 year at their job. Not because that they special, not because that they smarter than you. It's because they took time and set it up right. You can work a job in home health care, or you can own a company that hires people. Both are hard, but one builds well. You can take everything that I just said and go figure it out yourself. You can Google it. You can watch YouTube videos. You can do trial and error. You can spend months, sometimes even years, trying to piece all of this stuff together. Or you can let me, or somebody who's already done it, who's already passed audits, who's already navigated the system, set it up for you the right way. So here's what I'm offering. If you're serious about starting your own home healthcare agency, I will offer you a full done, ready for you setup. So that means we will get you incorporated. We will help you get your EIN number. We'll get your MPI. We will get your taxonomy codes correct. We'll do your policies and procedures for you. We'll make sure it's in place and up to date for 2025, 2026. We'll help you through your state provider portal application. We'll help you get your forms and documentation together. So when the state looks at it, you look like you're ready. This is what I do for you. My full setup package is $6,500. And this price is not for people who kind of thinking about it. This price is for people who are ready to own something. So you're not paying for paperwork. You paying to skip the confusion. You paying to skip years of trial and error. You paying to move straight into ownership without the hassle and with the blueprint that already works. So if you serious and not just curious, here's how you can reach me. Email me at thehustleresetpodcast@gmail.com. Again, that is the hustleresetpodcast@gmail.com, or you can DM me on Instagram at the Hustle Reset Podcast. All right. You need to tell me your name, your state, and that you watched this particular home healthcare agency episode, and tell me that you're ready to get started. And if you're still in maybe mode, you need to rewind this video, take notes, and at least use the blueprint and start moving. But if you're ready to stop asking how, and you are ready to actually do it, then you need to tap in with me right now. I'm Mike Bandz. This is the Hustle Reset. And this is your sign to stop working for somebody else and to start your own home healthcare agency in 2025 and 2026.